Well, yes, you are God. You can create anything. You are a creator. You can manifest anything in this world. The reason why I'm saying that you are God is because that what is in God is in you. The same soul which is in God is in you. God created this entire world, but you can create your own world. Yes, I agree, you can't create the entire world, but God has given you that power to create your own world, your small world, your happy world, that successful world, that healthy world, that world which is full of success, money, prosperity, richness, happiness, and joy. Well, when Mars is in the Shravan Nakshatra from the 18th of February 2024, you will get an opportunity to create your own life, to create your own world. In other words, you will get an opportunity at this point in time to catapult your life forward. And as we all know that the constellation Shravan represents the planet Moon, and the planet Moon represents your mind. Mars in the Shravan Nakshatra will give you certain ideas in your mind. It will give you certain thoughts in your mind. It will give you certain plans in your mind which will help you to create something in your life. This will help you to manifest things in your life. Well, by manifest, I mean that you can make something happen by imagining and consciously thinking about it. Well, imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions. Well, if you constantly think about a particular thing, that will manifest in your life, that will be seen in your life. You can create that thing in your life. But the caveat here is that when you think about that thing which you want in your life, you shouldn't block that idea, plan, the thing which you want by your negative thoughts. You shouldn't create impediments, hurdles, barriers, and obstacles in front of that thought which you want to manifest in your life, which you want to create in your life. Well, if you think you can, or if you think you cannot, you are right in both your thoughts. If you pursue that thought that this can happen in your life, then that will happen. Yes, this is a magical mind of ours. Provided you think that thought continuously without producing any impediments, hurdles, barriers, and obstacles in front of that thought in your mind, you can create that. That thought of yours should be unwavering in one direction, and then you can create that thought of yours in reality. You know, your mind is the most powerful force you will ever face. You know, this airplane, this mobile phone, this computer, this building, this chair, this bed, this rocket, this spaceship was part of someone's mind, and then it became a reality. I repeat that this airplane, this car, this mobile phone, this smartphone, this computer was part of someone's mind first, and then it became a reality. The fact is that anything good or anything bad was first part of someone's mind, and then it became a reality. So you see, when I tell you that this mind of yours is very powerful, I have proved this to you. That all the material things which we see in this world, all the things the human beings have created in this world was part of the human mind first, and then it became a reality. So you see the power of your mind. So you need to utilize your mind at this juncture if you want to manifest something in your life, if you want to create something in your life. I am not saying you'll create it overnight or within these 20 days. No, that will never happen. But you can start somewhere, because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So you need to take that step first. However nervous you are, however confused you are, However unsure you are about your idea or plan, you must take that first step at this juncture when Mars is in the Shravan Nakshatra. Well, I agree that you can't control the thoughts which are coming into your mind, but you can definitely control the thoughts which you dwell on, which you ponder or think about. All kinds of thoughts will enter your mind, but you need to segregate the negative from the positive and throw that negative thought away from your mind. If you start thinking positive every time, then automatically that negative thought will run away. If you don't give enough space to that negative thought in your mind, then there will be no room for negativity in your mind. And that you can do when you start thinking positive. If you give that space in your mind only to your positive thoughts, then your negative thoughts will run away because it has no room there. It has no space there in your mind. It is like two guests who have come to your house. And if you don't give importance to one of that guest is gonna feel offended and he's gonna go away. It would be a similar situation here in respect to your positive and negative thoughts. And once you start thinking positive, then positive things are gonna happen in your life. You will be able to manifest things in your life. You will be able to create things in your life. You will be able to create your own world in your life. That world which is full of pleasantness, happiness, joy and bliss. But the key here is that you need to control your mind. You need to think positively in your mind, and then you will see positive things happening in your life. Well, sometimes your mind can lie to you. It can tell you that you can't do a certain thing. You are not good enough for a certain thing. You are not meant for that. You are not good enough for that. You are too tired. You are not qualified. You can't go on anymore. You don't have the energy to do that. Your mind is gonna tell you a lot of lies. Yes, your mind will lie to you. But when your mind tells you all these negative things, you must thank your mind for its opinion and you must carry on with your life. Your only limit is your mind. You know, our mind confuses us, takes us in the wrong direction by our overthinking. Well, to prove my point, let me tell you all a story. Well, once there was a magician who claimed that if he was locked in a jail cell, the magician could break out of that jail cell within an hour. You know, one jail heard of that magician's claim and they invited that magician to go into their jail and then break out of a jail cell. That magician walked right into the jail and into the cell, and the jail guards shut the metal door behind him. Secretly hidden in that magician's belt was a 10 inches steel rod, a very flexible steel rod. Soon that magician started working on that metal door because he wanted to break open that door. Well, within 30 minutes, that magician who started working on opening that door started feeling despondent. His confident expression had disappeared. In 1 hour's time, that magician was bathed in sweat, and yet that door didn't open. And at the end of 2 hours, that magician in defeat collapsed against that door, and that door opened. Well, that door opened because that door was never locked. But that's not entirely true. That door was firmly and thoroughly locked in that magician's mind. It was locked in that magician's mind as if the best locksmith in this world had put his lock on that door. Now let me apply this story into our lives. How many doors in your life you think are locked, but in reality aren't locked? How many times you have been stuck in the mental prison of overthinking? Something in reality, it had a simple solution, but because of your overthinking, you couldn't find that solution. You couldn't find a simple solution to your problems and difficulties because you were stuck in the mental prison of overthinking. Well, if there is no enemy inside, no outside enemy can harm you. So if you imprison yourself in your own mind, in that cell in your mind, in that prison in your mind, if you lock yourself up in the cell of your mind and start saying that I can't do it, I will never be able to make it in this life, I will never be healthy in this life, I will never earn money in this life, I will never become big in this life, I will never become rich in this life, I will never have good relationships in this life, then no one can help you. But in reality, that door in your mind is open. And if you want, you can walk away to freedom. Like the magician's story tells us that the only locked doors are in our own mind. But in reality, those doors are open. And if you want, if you really want, you can walk away to freedom. You can walk through the door. So whether good or bad is in your mind. So at this juncture, when Mars is in the Shravan Nakshatra, you need to stop overthinking and find a solution to your problems and difficulties. You know, no problem in this world is big enough for your mind. Your mind can solve your problem very easily. All you need to do is apply your mind in the right direction and you will find a solution to your problems, your difficulties, your sorrows, your miseries, your worries, your hurdles, your barriers, your obstacles. So at this juncture, when Mars is in the Shravan Nakshatra, you will get this opportunity, you will get this idea, you will get this plan to overcome all your barriers, hurdles and obstacles in your life. Well, this is all I wanted to tell you all about Mars in the Shravan Nakshatra. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, if you want a solution to your problem, then you are most welcome to contact me. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great life ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. जय मां काली।